Hello everyone, and welcome back to Dragalia Foundry, a fan channel where everything Dragalia lost can be found. Today's video is going to be my summoning session on the new showcase, Dragonyule Defenders. This is a limited time showcase where the new featured units are not going to be part of the normal summoning pool. That's one of the main reasons I'm summoning today. To be honest, I don't necessarily need anything from this showcase. I do like all of the 5 stars though, and so that kind of reassures me that no matter what I get, I'd be pretty happy with it. And as a collector, I like all these holiday themed units, and that's part of why I want to summon. Among the 5 stars, I would really love any of them. The Prince of Dragonyule is probably the one I want the least, unless I happen to summon Cleo because it'd be perfect for Cleo. The 4 stars, I'm excited to try both of the adventurers out. I have 1 copy of Vojanoi, so I'd be really happy to be able to max Unbind or get some more copies of Vojanoi. And the 4-star Wyrmite, Trove of Knowledge is one in my review that I said was kind of a miss. Saintly Delivery is okay, I like it well enough. And the 3-star Wyrmite, not really super relevant, but we'll probably pick up a few of those along the way. As you can see, I have 30,000 Wyrmite. That winter login bonus and also the reset on the social reward really helps. You can get up to 2,500 Wyrmite just by playing co-op. So for all of you who have been hoarding your wings or just don't spin those regularly, now is the time to do so. But here we go. I don't have enough single summon vouchers to use those to increase my pity rate, so we're getting right into the 10-folds today. Wish me luck. I'll probably stop if I get Cleo and Jeanne. Jeanne would be amazing for me. I don't have a gotcha 5-star water dragon. And right away, we're getting a 5-star. Awesome way to start this showcase. Ideally, okay, a Wyrmite, that's fine. Ideally, I wouldn't like to spend more than about 15,000 Wyrmite, but we're gonna see how much it takes. I want to get these holiday characters, as many as I can. Nice, okay. Random, off-focus, Crystallian Envoy. This is a very powerful Wyrmite, so I'm really happy to see that. We'll talk about that after the full session ends in Kyridian. Eleonora, I've been getting a lot of duplicates of her lately. I don't mind that at all. Renelle. Garuda's Feathers. So I've been saving up for a long time, and I think that it's still worth it to save. There's still going to be future showcases that are really desirable out there. Armor's Aspirations, not the greatest. Xania. Okay, there we go. We got our first focus unit, Nefaria. If you watch some of my previous videos, she is the one from an aesthetic standpoint and just a character standpoint I wanted the most. So I think we can be pretty happy at this point that we got Nefaria. Saintly Delivery. Oh, this one's so cute too. Pretty good start to our summoning session, I would say. A lot of new stuff. Let's take a look at Crystallian Envoy. So the great thing about this Wyrmite is this first ability. It's pretty easy to meet that condition, and I'm gonna love putting this on someone like my Lily, as she is featured on the artwork. I also think this is perfect for the new ranged units from the showcase, so Nefaria and Xander, the winter versions. Because that flame res matters a lot to a water adventure, that's where you typically bring them. This is actually kind of bad. Full HP equals defense, not the most relevant. Nefaria, if you watched my review, you'll know I think she's kind of a complicated character to evaluate without having played her, so I'm excited to actually get to test her out. And Saintly Delivery, that skill damage in addition to the stun res kind of bumps it up above some of the pure stun res options that are out there. But we didn't get anything focused on 5-star, so let's keep going. I don't know when I'm going to stop today. I'll probably cut off the video if we do spend 15k, and at that point reevaluate. But already we're getting another 5-star. Maybe my luck is back after being absent a couple showcases. We're gonna get 2 5-stars. One of them is a sword. Oh, that's a duplicate. Because I have Naveed and Xander. That's gonna be my first duplicate adventure. Wow. Alberion Banner. Yup. Easy come, easy go. Easy Eldwater, I guess. That's okay. I just summoned Xander on that free 10-fold voucher we got. So this is the wrong Xander in this case. But I don't mind it. 3,000 Eldwater is a lot. I know it still kind of feels bad to get a duplicate, but with as good and as early on as we are in this summoning session, I'm hopeful we'll be able to pull through this. Let's see who else we have. Hinata. There's a Roast Feast. Another Xania. Linus. And I think our other 5-star was a Wyrmite. That should be coming up soon. Irfan. Yep. The Prince of Dragonyule. Okay. Now we just have to get Cleo and we can make that work. And Trove of Knowledge. I'm expecting we're going to get a fair number of these. But that's alright. Wow, 2 5-stars. So this is a really powerful Wyrmite, but with really specific applications. So I think you really want a water dagger for this, or a water unit who can maintain a high combo count. Dagger is going to be the easiest, so think of Orsum, the new Cleo, Luther. I do have Luther, so this isn't totally lost on me. I can use this on my Luther, and I can definitely use this for the duration of the facility event for that extra holiday cheer. That should make the grind easier, especially since this event overlaps with Christmas itself. It's going to be hard to finish grinding out that event. I think a lot of people are going to be busy, but pretty good summoning session. Pretty good circle, I should say, this time. Let's keep going. I want to get a character from the showcase, or a dragon at 5-star. That would be ideal. It might not happen, but here's hoping. Will we get another 5-star? Okay, just looks like a normal 10-fold. Hopefully we'll get a good number of 4-stars. 3, that's pretty good. I've done so much summoning, I need to catch up building out my units. This week and last week, I did like 3 summoning sessions because I did the Enchanting Ensemble and then Dragon Special, and then I did my free 5-star. So this makes summoning session number 4 in a way. And because of that, my roster has started to fill up. So a lot more of these are going to be duplicates. I think so far everything on this round is a duplicate. More Trove of Knowledges. I already had 2 coming into this, so now we're 1 away from max unbinding that. I'm not sure that would be the most useful thing, but I'll probably hang on to them. Gust Drake. Unicorn. Okay, Unicorn really likes me. I think this is my 3rd Unicorn. And nice. I was hoping that wand would be Xander. Okay, so now we have Xander and Nefaria. We're just missing Cleo, Jeanne, and a Wish Upon the Yuletree if we want to get those. I do want to get all 3 of them would be great, so we're going to keep going. This unicorn will be pretty nice. I do hope that we get an HP-focused water dragon, just like we have Phoenix in Flame and Unicorn. Unicorn, of course, being a bit weaker than Phoenix because Phoenix has such a unique healing skill. I think that will help out a lot in terms of the comps for High Brunhilde, as I've heard that's really demanding. And one of the issues could be that, there's not that great healing dragon. It makes it hard to use Thaniel really effectively, and he has to pretty much be in your team comps. Xander, I'm pretty excited to try out Monarch's Boon. I have a lot more energy adventurers now since I also summoned for the Harmonia Choir. So I can actually finally test this mechanic more fully. But pretty happy to get Xander. Let's go again. This showcase ends the 30th, so it's possible we'll get something related to Chapter 7 after that. Or maybe we'll get a New Year showcase in some way. I don't know that that would be seasonal necessarily. This one looks mostly like Wyrmite, Wyrmprints rather, and possibly a duplicate Xander. Forbidden Relic. Still trying to make Gauge Inhibitor work, guys. I actually think a lot of people... Oh, Vojanoi. Nice. Closer to Max Unbinding. Still a ways off, but... I was going to say, I actually think a lot of people are kind of sleeping on Rex. I could be totally wrong, but for High Brunhilde, Rex has up to 75% burn res. He provides a defense co-ability, and even though he's a 3-star, his first skill has a really high damage output. So he has very high DPS. I think second or third highest behind maybe Lily and maybe Xander in the water pool. And I just wonder if there's some merit, it is another Xander, to stacking him with Thaniel for Gauge Inhibitor and like delaying the break on High Brunhilde or something crazy. I do have a Rex, but I'm gonna definitely wait and see what shapes out of this new new High Dragon trial and learn the meta, kind of see what other people are doing. Right now, it's a pretty small subset of players who can participate in that, and I don't want to invest too early. I think that's pretty wise. And I'm actually still working on High Midgard Stormer, so we have done a couple without any 5-stars now. Our pity rate is getting up there. After this one, we'll take a look at our pity rate. Looks like another Xander, probably. Tea time. Fireside Gathering, this is my second one. Do love the artwork on that with Cerberus and Mim. I do hope we eventually get Mim as a dragon or even an adventurer. That would be really cool. I'd imagine a lot of people would want to summon for her. There's not too many established characters in the story who aren't available yet. So you're mainly looking at Mim and Cerise, and then the villains, basically, and maybe Leaf. Hopefully all of them will be playable eventually. Oh, and of course Zethia. Yep, it's another Xander. So a couple circles in a row where we haven't gotten too much. Let's head back and take a look at our appearance rates. Looks like we are up to 5.5%. So hopefully we'll get something good in the next couple tenfolds here. We're getting close to only 20k Wyrmite, starting from 30. I really want to see, like I said, an adventurer or a dragon. There's a 5-star. Please be a good one. It's 1 5-star. And it's going to be a Wyrmprint. Did I use up all my luck on adventurers? It's starting to seem that way. We did get that duplicate Xander though, so can't complain too much about that. Taro. Johanna. Mikage. Couple Howling Predators this circle. And a Wish upon the Yuletree. Nice, so we're gonna get both of the Wyrmprints, and this is the one that I wanted more. I'll explain why in a moment. Some more 3-stars, and then what is this 4-star? Samurai Siesta. So, a Wish upon the Yuletree, I feel, is really the first defense-oriented Wyrmprint we have in the game. We have a lot of Wyrmprints that are for healers, specifically at 5-star, I mean. We have a lot that are for healers, a lot that are for attackers, but this is going to be great for tanks, especially ones who can buff their own defense. And that's going to be able to heal them, this healing double buff, with an HP regen effect whenever they buff their defense. So I think on someone like Karina, this would be great. Also Julieta, I don't have Julieta, but I do have Karina, so that's why she comes to mind first. Or even Ryozen. And I think that these units with this first ability of extra defense are going to be really hard to take down. So I really like this Wyrmprint. It's a pretty unique design. We haven't seen too much like it. And I'm pretty happy to have pulled that. Now we have to decide though, do we keep summoning? Do we go for broke on Cleo or Jeanne? Or do we stop? And right now, we have over 20k Wyrmite left. It could be that we get a 5-star right away in the first couple of tenfold, and then we're still above 20k. But it could be we have a streak and have to summon like 5 tenfolds. It's a bit of a risk, but I've saved up so much for so long. I think I'm just gonna go for it. Wish me luck, guys. I hope we get something good. Okay, at least a 4-star. Of course, we're gonna get at least one 4-star, and it looks like we get the minimum. I'm already regretting going for it. Isabella. Aromatherapy. I guess while these appear, since most of these will be duplicates, I'll talk a little bit about the event itself. I think the story is cute. We're definitely in the territory of the Halloween event. It's definitely a casual and kind of fun story. I don't think it's supposed to be taken super seriously, but it does kind of enhance the lore with this idea of Dragonyule, and in that sense, it is a little bit more serious than the Halloween event. The rewards, as always, are really good, and if you complete the story, we actually got this reward of a Wyrmprint that comes at level 100, max unbound, 5-star. Doesn't provide a lot of stats, but basically it's going to provide 10% player EXP, which is really nice. That makes grinding a lot easier. That's going to go on my Yuletree all the time for grinding out player level and getting those stamina refreshes, that friend cap increase, and that higher stamina. It looks like we got another unicorn. Getting close to max unbinding unicorn. Not the greatest circle. Let's keep going. This might be our stopping point if we get a 5-star here. And yeah, we are. Hopefully it is Cleo. We get 2. What's it gonna be? A dragon. A dragon and a Wyrmprint. Okay, if this is Jeanne, I would be pretty satisfied at that point. Paladin. I think that's actually my first Paladin. Anticipation is building. I'm being quiet because, I don't know, I don't want to jinx it. I think most of the 5-star dragons, gotcha dragons, would be good for me though. I don't really have too many. I basically have 1 Garuda and I have 2 Nidhogg's. Nice, another saintly delivery. And yes, we are going to get her. Perfect. And, okay, Nightstalker. A bit random, but can't complain getting 2 5-stars on 1 batch. We also got that new dragon I mentioned, but let's take a look at Jeanne. Jeanne is really cool. I think that her having a different type of blessing is something pretty special. I don't know if we'll see this a lot going forward or just on these seasonal showcases, but overall I think that this is different enough than Leviathan that Jeanne has some applications. Most of the time I do think Leviathan will be better, but if you're stacking critical, like with that new Wyrmprint we got earlier, the Prince of Dragonyule, and an adventurer who involves critical like Orsum or Cleo, then this will probably be better. So it's kind of nice that they're differentiated in that way. And even besides that, because I don't have Leviathan, just in terms of sheer stats, she's going to be my new de facto go-to water dragon. And as things stand with Hilda, you kind of need a max unbound Vojanoi or one of these 5-star gotcha dragons in order to really be able to survive and participate while dealing out enough damage. So I'm really happy to have at least one copy, because this can be a long-term goal where I'll use my sunstones to start unbinding her, and I never have to really worry about pulling extra copies of her and regretting unbinding her, because she's in this limited summoning pool. She's not somebody I'm ever going to pull from the gacha on a normal showcase. So now, I think we probably should stop. Cleo is so tempting, but going ham and pulling for 1 5-star is always a risky and costly idea, especially with only 20,000 Wyrmite. I just don't think that that's going to be enough to get Cleo, unfortunately. I really want to try her. She seems super cool. I've tried her. A lot of you have her set as your helper unit, so I've tried her first skill. Let's take a look. Yeah, 0.5% chance, just like a normal showcase. We have the other 5 stars that were featured. We have the 4 stars. We got all of them. We of course got the 3-star. Let's take a break and take a look at our collection. So I've ordered this by most recent editions. So really, we only got 2 new adventurers. It shows how much I've gotten my 3 stars filled up with all the summoning I've been doing lately. We only got Nefaria and Xander. But for Wyrmprince, this is a lot. So starting with Crystallian Envoy, it looks like we have 35 new Wyrmprints and a number of 5 stars, which is good, but also a number of 3 stars. And for dragons, I have these by element. So our main new dragon was Pallid Imp, and then Jeanne d'Arc, of course. She's down here. We also got that second Vojanoy. Looking at our haul, I have to say there's still so many units for me to work on. I think I'm going to stop here. I'm not sure whether I'll summon on this showcase again. This could be part 1. This could be the end for me. Cleo is super tempting. But as always, I think if you wait until that last day of the showcase, you get a preview of what's to come. So there's always merit to waiting, especially since I'm not having any trouble with the facility event. So if I do summon again, it'll be on the final day of this showcase on the 30th, after seeing a preview of what's going to be on the next showcase, to help me make a better decision and decide whether there's something I really need from that, and I'll wait. If not, I'll probably go for Cleo just because it's going to be hard to get her otherwise. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, everyone. That's going to do it for this video. Remember, there's a link to the Gleam giveaway in the description below. And also, I've called for your water teams, so join this channel's Discord and submit your teams there if you want to participate in that. I'm going to try to get a video up on that early next week for Christmas, and then hopefully take a little bit of a break as Chapter 7 comes out, and as Christmas comes out, as Christmas happens. But anyway, other than that, I hope you look forward to staying tuned this week. That Melody Character Spotlight is finally on the way. Until then, take care everyone, and I'll see you next time.